Hey guys, it's Yvette and I am here with Clue 3 for the Name of the Rose Puzzle Mystery Quilt with cotton cuts. This here is my small Whimsy quilt and why do I do this all the time? And I have made sure that I have all of my pieces according to the sheet that we were given. I have, oh, hold on, I have to get my cheat sheet out. Here we go. So, fabric A, I need 10 little triangles, which are these here, and that is 10. Fabric D, which is this guy, I need 4 of these, and I do have 4. The E, which is this fabric, is down over here, and I do have 4 of those triangles. And then the F fabric, which is this guy, and I do have 2 of those, which is what the small triangles say here. And then I have 3 different colors of the larger triangles. Fabric A, which is the solid purple, I have 2. The B, which is this guy here, I have 2 of those. And the fabric E, I have 2 of those. Boop, there they are. And then we've got these 2 smaller rectangles. We have fabric B, which is this one here, 2. And then fabric D, which is this one, and we have 2 of those. And then a large rectangle, which is longer, in fabric F, and we have 2 of those. So we have all of our pieces, which is good news. Yay! So let me scooch some things over. And I will move the fabric so that we can work on it here. Okay. Okay. So now, let's get started. Okay, so this says section 3. So we're on section 3, and we are going to sew a small triangle A, which are these, to the top left of a large B, which is this guy. And we're going to make 2 of those. So that means I need 4 of the purple fabrics. Okay. And it looks like we're making flying geese, okay? And we are having an A on either side, so they will go together like this. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is we are going to sew the pieces of fabric on the left side first, and the way we're going to do that is we are going to take them and fold it over right sides together. Now with, you know, solid color fabric, both sides are the right side, but that's how we would do it. And then we are going to sew our 1/4 inch seam allowance right down here. So I'm going to go and do that and then come back and we will sew the right side down. Okay, so really, Jelly Bean? Really? You wait until I do the countdown and then you come over. Okay, so I have my pieces sewn onto the left side here. And now I'm ready to add the ones on the right side. And I've drawn my seam allowance, although it's like I'm having a hard time seeing it. But anyways, I am ready now to sew down this side. Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness. Did y'all just see he moved the entire table? The reality of sewing with cats. Okay. Apologies if you got sick there. Okay, so what we do is, again, we would fold down right sides together, and we are going to sew our 1/4 inch seam allowance right here. And now that I've got my lines drawn, although I can't see them, I'm going to head over to the sewing machine now. Okay, so here I have the 2 pieces that we just sewed. These are flying geese. I love flying geese. And I just wanted to show you that I am pressing my seams open. If you are pressing to one side or the other, then what they are doing is they are pressing towards A both times, which are the purple pieces. So if you are going to press to one side or another, press toward A. Okay. So now the next thing that we need to do is join a B rectangle, which is this guy, to the bottom of each one. So we will do that. I will turn them right sides together. And then we are going to stitch our 1/4 inch seam allowance right down here. Okay, so I have successfully attached the rectangle B to these 2, and now we are going to take these and set them aside. And I'm going to stop for the night. I know I haven't done very much, but I'm trying to just do a little bit at a time as I can. So when I come back, we are going to be on step 3. Okay, guys, so we are back. It's a couple days later, and now I am so ready to keep going with these pieces. So like I said, we are on number 3. So we're going to take these and put them aside just for a minute because step 3 has brand new stuff to sew. Okay, so we're going to take small triangle E, which is this one here. That's these. And we are also going to use 2 of the large triangle A, which is the solid purple. All right. And it looks like we are making flying geese with these as well. Okay, so that means that what we are going to do is we are going to fold down the left sides, right sides together. And we are going to go over and sew a 1/4 inch seam line right here. So for me, I always mark my seams. I know that a lot of you guys don't. That's okay. You can do it however you'd like. If you want to use your 1/4 inch foot on your machine, then you are ready to head over there and get going. And I am just going to, I just find it easier to follow the line down the middle instead of depending on the foot. And that's just a preference for me. Nobody has to do it this way if they don't want to, honestly. We all have our preferences, and it doesn't make it wrong. It just means you like to do it differently. That's fine. Okay, so I will take these over to the sewing machine and we will sew this 1/4 inch seam. Okay, so I have sewed the left side down, and now we are going to sew the right side down. So we will turn these right sides together. And when we do this, we are now having our second fabric cross over the first one, which is what gives us the look of the flying geese. It also gives us our seam allowance on the top. So I will go now and sew this 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, so we have finished these 2 flying geese, and we are done with those for right now. So I'm going to set those aside. And now we are going to be adding small triangle A, which are the purple ones. And we are going to be using the large triangle E, which are these guys. And we're making 2, so we'll put these 2 down. And we're making flying geese again. So we are going to put these to either side of the tops of these triangles. We have 2 left, so we'll set those aside. And this is just a repeat of what we did in step 1 and step 3 already. Now we're doing it again in step 4. We are going to turn right sides together, the left side. We will sew a 1/4 inch seam here, and then we will come back to sew the right side, which will be the same thing, 1/4 inch here. When I get done with that, I will come back and we will move on to step 5. Okay, so here we go. We have these 2 pieces that are completed for step 4. And now for step 5, we are going to join step 4 to the top of step 3, which are these guys. So that means they're going to look like that. Let's scooch it over a little bit. Okay. All right, so this is going to be very easy to sew down. All we have to do is take the top and fold it down right sides together to the bottom. And then we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance where they meet. So we will head over and do that. Okay, so now we have these 2 pieces finished, and the next thing that we want to do is we are going to join these pieces to these pieces, and they are going to go just like this. Okay, so all we'll do is we are going to flip them over right sides together, and then we are going to have a 1/4 inch seam allowance right down this side. So we're going to go and do that and come back and move on to number 7. Okay, so we have these pieces put together, and this is step 6, and now we can put these aside for just a moment while we move on to step 7. Okay, so with step 7, we are going to need 2 small A and 2 small D. So these guys, let's see, this is A, and A needs to go this way. And then we'll take 2 of these and we'll put them up here. And that's D. Yes, that's D. Okay, so we are going to make 2 half square triangles, and we are going to put them right sides together. So I will just fold this down, and we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam right here. Okay, so we have these 2 half square triangle squares. I think that's what, I mean, I don't know. Terminology is doing like this number in my head right now. So this is number 7. We have those done. So now we're going to move on to number 8, where we will have some small D and F. So that's these guys, and we are going to put D bottom left, and we're going to have the F top right. Okay, so look how cute that is. We're going to fold these down right sides together, and we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance right here and right there. Okay, so now we have these 2 squares done as well. And what we are going to do is we are going to take these 2 rectangles and we are going to put, okay, so one of these here, and then this one on this side, okay? And so what we are going to do is we are going to sew these together at these seams here. So we will fold these right sides together and these right sides together. And we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam here, 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 and here. Okay, so here we are with our finished step 9, and we are going to take our very long rectangle and we are going to attach it to the top of our step 9. So what we'll do now is we are going to fold this down so they are right sides together. And then we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance at the top here and the top here. Okay, so here we are. This is our number 10, which is complete. And now we are going to take the piece that we completed from number 10 and we are going to join that to the one that we completed for number 6. And we're going to put them together just like this, okay? And we'll do it with both of them. So we will just turn this down, right sides together. And we are going to sew our 1/4 inch seam right here. And again, with the other one, and same thing, 1/4 inch seam right here. Okay guys, so it looks like we have finished our section 3 squares, and we have 2 of these, and they are supposed to measure 12.5 inches square. Going this way, I'm pretty much dead on, but this way I'm short by like, I don't know, 1/4 inch. I don't know, something crazy. So anyway, all I did was kind of clean up the ends over here, and I'm just going to leave them after that. And so, yeah, we got a couple of those, and there they are. And what we need to do now is just label them. So I am just going to label these number 3. And here are my paper scissors. And I'm going to take a wonder clip. I'm just going to put the number 3 up here. And okay, so this is my small Whimsy. So I'm going to take out my container, and I just have it labeled here that it's the name of the rose, Whimsy Small. And I'm going to put my clue inside, just because I keep them, just in case, you never know. And I will put my blocks inside with my cheat sheet for my fabrics. And I am all done with clue number 3. You guys have a great time sewing, and I will see you with clue number 4.